Welcome, everybody. This is Abraham G. Poku channel. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to work in Virtual Studio using HTML. Today, our video is all about HTML for absolute beginner. If you are absolute beginner, you don't even know how to even create a folder, how to create about page, how to link CSS, how to be able to add image and video in HTML, this video is completed for you. All you need to do to be patient and watch this video to the end. And second thing you need to do, at least to be able to have little internet connection, you download this virtual studio. That's all. If you had a 10 or 15 megabyte, you can be able to download this virtual studio. So after you have downloaded this thing, only thing you have to do to install it and how to download Virtual Studio, you can just come to this screen here. It's not forced to use Virtual Studio. You can use Virtual Studio. You can use some. Okay, let me show you some popular editor for HTML. So to download Virtual Studio, here you just type here Virtual Studio Code. Okay, you have it here, Virtual Studio Code. So you see this page. You can download this one for Mac, for Linux, for Windows. So you just click here, it will take you directly to the download page. I'm doing this because I don't want to make this video too long. And second thing, we can also download another editor called Sublime Text, Sublime. This is Sublime Text. You can also download Sublime Text for for HTML and CSS purpose. Or you can, once you come here, you just press the download, it will take you to the download page also, and then you can download. Or you can use just Notepad plus, you can use Notepad, Notepad plus plus also for using HTML. So Notepad plus plus, you will see this little animal here. I love this animal because the eyes are too big. So you can just hit this download link and then you will be able to download. After you are done with any editor that you want to use, now let's just get right into it. First thing you need to do to make your work decent and so you can cause problem, all you need to do to create a folder that you will be able to save all of your files that you are going to create in. So net only thing, you come on your desktop, you right click, you come to new, and then if you are just beginner, you don't even know how to create folder, you just press on this folder and then you tap any name for this folder. For me, I only have this one. I don't want to create it. So you just let's just say okay, let's just say HTML2, HTML3. Okay, this is the folder I have created, but I'm going to delete because I already have one. So this is how you can create a folder. So after you install any editor you are going to use, but for me, I'm using Virtual Studio, you will see something like this. If you open for the first time, you are never coded anything in HTML, this is how the interface is going to be looked like. You can go and customize this thing. You give the outlook of your terminal, how you want for this thing to appear. But I advise you, you just go by this one because this is the first time. So let's create our first main folder. Most people will use main, most people will use index. So because the main and the index is where is the main page that is going to hold all of your files that you are going to create. So you just come to new here, you open this new, it will give you this interface. Oh God, sorry, I don't want to save. So you just press new here. Why like this? Just one click, you don't have to double click two times here like this. So you can tap this name here, you can say what can we say here? Okay, let me just say WELCO. Okay, welcome.html. This is what I want to. You can use any name, but the only thing you shouldn't forget about is the extension of this .html, because if you just put welcome, it's not going to display in the browser. But once you put .html, the browser is going to know that, oh, this is HTML file. So let me allow this thing to run. So once you create this one, any name with .html, you press enter, is going to come like this. Now this interface is asking you, should I save your file on the desktop or you want a specific folder that you have created so I can save your file in? This is what this little thing is saying here. So I'm going to answer this thing, this beautiful question. Yes, save my file in this thing that I created today called the HTML1. So what I'm trying to say is the file that you created today on the desktop, the file that you created today on your desktop called HTML, you can just double click here and then you open here. Now you have this interface. Wow, this is beautiful. So should we tell this thing exclamation mark, we put DOCTYPE, and then to start one, this is going to take more time. You don't have to do it. But if you are just using another editor that is not going to work here, you can, after I finish with this one, you will see what you are going to do next. But for if you are using Visual Studio, all you need to do, just press shift key on your computer, shift and exclamation mark. If you press shift and exclamation mark, you will see the first exclamation mark here. So you just double click. Wow, we have this thing. This is beautiful. We have coded instead of you typing everything here one more than 5 6 minutes, you are just created this thing in 1 or 2 seconds. So we can change this title. This title is not 100% matter. It's not going to really do anything in the browser for us. So we can say WELC, welcome to VS Code. So we consider this one welcome to VS Code. So this one is just our title. But if you are using another editor, you don't this meta and other things you don't have to put. You can just remove other this thing, you just put and this one, and then you tap this header, from there you come in the title, you open a body, and then you'll be able to close a body, including this HTML that you created today with the end. So let's try to run our first code. Most people always use H to be able to give the first header of other your files. So you press this one and then you put H1. Let's just consider this one to be H1. You double click and then you close here. So our H1 is already here. So let's just type something here for the first one. So this is the first FR. This is the first file FILE. FILE. This is the first file. Okay, this is the first file. So let's try to run this thing. You can run two ways. I can come here in this folder that we created today on the desktop where it says, let me go and find this one. I can come here and just double click this one. It will take me directly to the browser. Or you can just stay in this one. You just come to run and then you can start debugging. After you press this one, it will ask you which one of the browser you want to open this file in Chrome, Edge. I don't know which browser you are using. So this is how you can open this thing in your browser. Now we have completed. I think everyone is, yeah, this is looking beautiful. This is the first file because it's header one. That's why it comes big that this. So I guess the number one problem has been solved, how to just get started with HTML. So now we have to create like locking. In fact, let's forget about locking, contact, and other things. But before we go through, let's try to be able to link the CSS file in this thing. Whenever you want to link CSS file, I advise you to link it in the header always, the open and the close of the header. I can even come up here and tap here, or I can come down here and tap. The fact of the matter is it should be in the closing and the opening of the header. So how can we do this thing, Abraham? Okay, that means that this thing, this is the right way. No, why this thing is not coming? This one is totally wrong. You can do it, but it's totally wrong because it's going to take more time. So what you can do, because you are working with time, you want to do things faster. You just press this one and then you put link. You see the link is there. You just double click. You see, no, you just press link here like this. Okay, you tap link on it. You don't have to open the coding process. You just double click. You see, it just appear here. So the only thing we need to do here, which name you want to give to your CSS. And like I said before, when we were typing this welcome, I told you that the extension of this welcome should be .html. Then the browser will know this is HTML page. So same thing with this CSS page. Your extension should be .css because if you don't do it, it's going to cause problem for you because the browser or it's not going to know that this is CSS page. So let's just say shred sc our shred dot css. So you can name anything. You can put any name you want to put. I can put nd.css, poco.css, any name you want to put. But the fact is, it should be able to end with .css. That's the only beautiful thing you have to do. So now we have this thing, but how how can we find this thing? It's not here. So you press Control and N on your keyboard. You press Control and S on your keyboard to make things faster. So you can just that same name that we typed today, ptscript.css. So this is how it should be. So now I advise you do not take plain text. You just come here, you take all. So all me is going to take anything that it will be able to help to compile this thing, this CSS file. So now for me, this HTML one we created today is open automatically. But if you are not going to see this thing, you can go to desktop, look for the folder today where you put your first HTML file in, and then you save this CSS file in so it can cause a problem. So let's just save it here. Yeah, now you see we have the CSS file. The CSS file is right here. We have the HTML file. Beautiful. So let's try to do something if this file is working. So let's just say we want to start this. Let's just start this H1 to be able to get something good. Yeah. So I come to the CSS, you press this start, and then you press this coding braces. So here what can we do? Let's get the margin for it first because the margin is going to be like everything that is holding the top, and then padding. You can tap the padding here. Maybe you can set at 0 also. So now let's come here. You put H1 because we use H1 today. So now I'm not going to tap too many things. So let's just tap color. COLOR. We are giving color for the what we tap today, that welcome. So this is the color, welcome. So which color can I put? Okay, for me, I really love orange. Yes, so I'm going to use orange. I'm so sorry. I really love orange. Okay, let me tap. Oh, okay, orange is here. So let's just save it as it is. We will do many things. So let's try and save this thing. And also, to if you are working in Virtual Studio, you don't have to be saving every time. So only thing you need to do, you come here to File, and then you come to auto save. Auto save, you just press auto save. For me, I already see that, but you just press auto save. You see the check sign, it means it's already saved. It means anything you do is going to save by itself automatically. So we come back to the browser. Let's try this CSS if the CSS is working. Oh wow, beautiful. The CSS is 100% working because the color have changed. So this is how you can do other things. But let's try to create some things. Okay, let's try to create the about page, the contact, the info, and other things. To create the about page, there are many ways people can do it, but I will show you this easiest one that because you are also the beginner. All you need to do first, you can put like div here, and then we just close this div. Then inside this div, maybe we can put some class selector, put class selector here. You type class, and then you can post continuously at the so you can make this div to be continuous of every file that will go in this middle, the open and the close of this div. So now what we can do, let's try to add something. So that is what that is this one is for letter. If you use OL is for number, while UL is for letter. So we just put this one this, and then we tell UL, and then we'll be able to close this UL. And in the middle of this UL, because I want to start this thing, so I will put another class selector here. So let's just say for uh, for link, let's just say like that link, because it is this one that we are going to call in the CSS. If we just put UL, it's not going to work because we already give class letter to it. So now what you need to do, you put list. List is where you're going to put all of your information, like your contact, your everything. So you copy and paste, you just like one, two. Okay, let's just make three. We don't want to make too many things here. So here I will put home, HOME. Here I will put about here and here. I will be able to pull contact. Contact is here. So now we have this thing done. So what can we do now? What can we do now? Let's try and see if this thing is already created. So we come here, we refresh. Oh, sour, we have everything here. But I want to spread this far like here to be able to give like the correct one that you can always see on other web page. So and also we'll be able to give this color to this first heading. So what can we do? Because this thing is incorrect. If someone can, how would they know that this is our home page about? So what we can do, another thing we can do, we go back to our CSS. This one is the work of the CSS. So you come to your CSS page here, and then you just put dot because we get the link to it today. You open this. Why am I using dot here? Someone will ask. But Abraham, for the H1 you didn't use dot, and for this one you are using dot. This is the answer to your question. For the H1 here, the header one, where is it? The header one here, we didn't put anything a class selector. But in this UL, you see class is equal to link. So that's the reason this is class selector. In HTML, we have class selector, we have universal selector, we have many selectors. So I always like to use class selector. So let's go and do something here. So let's say we want to float this thing. We want to float everything here, this thing from here to this area. How can we do it? So we just step float and sorry, float, and then what can you do here? You put right. Once you put right, let's try and save this thing. You see, this content is already here, but I want to move this dot 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 dot. How can I do it? So only thing we need to do here in this same area, you don't have to go anywhere. You put let's start. You say let's start here, and then you just let none here. If you put none, this thing is going to lose. Let's refresh. Sour, everything is missing now. So let's try to put this thing like this instead of it come here. So how can we do it? How can we do it? What can we do here? What can we do? Can someone please answer? Okay, if there is no answer, let's start it. So now we have this result here. So we want to bring this one to come like this and then to be able to get space to it. So only thing we need to do, we put display, you put display, and then you use flex here. So let's see the result of our code. Very good, but everything is contained, is like close together. So let's try to separate them. So only way you can separate them is just very easy. You say, what can we do? We put test in then here, and then you put like 25 peso, and then let's see the result. Very good. So this is how you can be able to create a bad home page and other. You can add many things you want to add, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to add little things. So now let's try to be able to add some color into this thing and to also make this one a linkable that when you come, you click here. Once you bring your mouse here, this one will turn to the hand sign, the hand sign, the hand sign. And once you click on it, it should be able to take you to another page. So let's just get right into it. So now we come back to this HTML. We'll come to the HTML. This one, we have to link it. You just open this one. Okay. Yeah. You need to come back. You type here A, and then you select the href. You see href is here. This is so we'll put HOME home HTML is here. So we need to close this href also behind here. So you just put like this A and then you close here. So this is just the closing of this one. So now you have to come here also and close this opening. Very good. We already have this one. This problem is already done. So let's go and refresh to see if this thing will work. But we don't have something like this. Okay, so let's refresh. What is happening here? It's not changing because we don't have this page, right? So let's create this page to be able to get this thing that we are talking about. So only thing you need to do here, you press Control and N, Control and S, then you tap here, you put home.html, and then you come, same thing I told you today is you take all files here, you select all file, and then you save it in your folder that you created today. So now let's see what is happening now. Is here, the page is here. So let's just try to put something like and this thing like this. Let me add something in this page. So let's just say and h3, and let's just say this is the home page. Okay, this is the home page. So now let's try to do something here. Let's see what is happening here. So now it's not linking because what? So let's go back to our code. Let's come back to our HTML here. Let's come back to our HTML to be able to see what is happening here. Home.html, home.html, and because we have two closing here, so we have to just remove one from here. Yeah, so I think this problem is already solved now. So let's try to save it again. Let's see. So because it was not working because we had the two closing of A. So now after we remove the A, let's go back to the browser and see. So now if I refresh here, you see. Now you see this one is different, this one is different, but this one is different. And in a home page today, if we come to this home page, with that this thing, this is the home page. If we come to the browser and open this home page, we should be able to see what we wrote today. So let's click on this one. Oh, wow, this is the home page. So this is how you can be able to link page in HTML, like the about page. So anything you add in this about page, once you come to your browser, you put, okay, home, what is in home? Let me see. Okay, they will be able to see every content that is in your home page. So the next thing, you can just do the same thing here in the first page. So we can do the same thing here to add this contact. So let's just say A, and then you come back, you tap A here, you put href here, and then you put about about dot html. Here you close this one, and then you take the close of this A, you send at the back. So you just press Ctrl and S, you put at the back here. So now we are already linked this one also, so we can do the same thing with this contact here, and then you can tap this A, you put href because you are linking this one, and then you put contact here, contact.html here, then you just close here, and then this close of the A, you take the same thing we did today, you just scan at the back, you paste this one here. So let's go to our browser to see the result of this thing. Okay, we are in the about page. So you see everything is linking now. So here. So let's just add something in the about page. So we have to create the about page. So you press Control N and then Control F. So we can say about dot html, and then we will take all files here. If you don't take all files, the plain text is going to cause you problem. So here you do the same here. Now it's here, then we come back to this page also, we put Control N, Control S, so we can add something for contact. So you contact.html here. So you take all files also, do not take plain text. All files is better. So you save it in this folder also. Now if you come to this about page, let's just add something, shape on shape exclamation mark, and then you come here. So let's just some content. Okay, this time around we are going to use paragraph. So we'll just tap P here, you double click on this P. So this is the about page, PAGE. So let's try to save this one and go back also. So if you press here and then you come to this about page, what will happen? You will see this paragraph will come. This is the about page. So this is how you can be able to link. Let's see. So we are already linked this about page. You can do the same thing with the contact page also. And because I want to show you other things, so let's go to the browser. If we want to add we want to add some colors for this thing, how can we do it? Let's add color for this home page, this whole home page. Let's add some color, or let's give correct background to this home page so it can be like better for us. Because most people, if you visit your website, explain it, they say, hey, but what is this? This is going to be wrong. So let's go and add some real background image that it will be very good for us. So to add background image, you can just go to Google, you take any background image you want from there. But for me, I will download something quick. So I will just put background background image for HTML. Background image for HTML. So let's come here. I just want to take something good from here. Okay, so maybe we can. Okay, let's just download this one to see if this one is good. Yeah, yeah. Let's take this one. So if you come here, you just left right click, you save image as, and then you just go and save it where you have all of your files today. So you this time around you don't have to put the HTML, you just put common name that you will be able to call this thing in the browser. So we go back to the editor here. You can do many things here. So you can add this thing in the CSS, or you can add this thing in this body page. So let's try to do it because we want to do professional work, so we can do it in the script, that is the CSS. So we can just come here. Okay, I will add this one here. Let's open it. So I will just put body here. It's the body, you open this one, so you just tap here background image. Background image will come here, then you put a URL here. The URL is also here. So you just tap the image name for 4. You see the 4 is already here. So once you come here and then you go back to the browser, you refresh your page. Where is it? You refresh your page here. What will happen? Because this image is not correct, but we notice that the image is already here. So we can change this image also to anything, something you like. And because this image is not correct, but you see everything is here, the about page is here and everything. So let's try to change this image to better image. So I don't like this video, in fact this image, so I will try to put another image. Okay, 4:2, let's try and see. 4:2 is here. Okay, 4:2. Okay, this 4:2 is a bit better. It's the checkerboard. I love to play checker, so this one is also good. So this is how you can add background image. This one is just to show you how you can do it. But another way you can do it, you can also add background image also in this body. You just put star like this, star is equal to, then you put background image is also going to work. You put here and then you find the image you want to put, but this one is not like the better way. Yeah, so we don't have to do it. So what's the next thing we need to do? The next thing we need to do, we have to insert image into this. And okay, we already have image, right? We are already inserted image. So let's try to be able to add some content into this area, like the contact. Yes, let's add some contact into this and contact page. So what we can do, we just come to contact here. Where is contact? We come to contact and then press shift exclamation mark and then you press here. So let's add a header. So we say h2, and what can we say? Please send us your contact. Please send us your contact. So this is the header. So let's add some paragraph here. You just put P here and then you close the P. So we can say this paragraph. This is this this is this is this is the place where to put your details, to put your details, something like that. So let's be able to, okay, let's find this in the browser first. If it is okay, so let's go to the about page. Why? Oh, sorry, I save it in the contact today. So let's go to the contact page. So you see, please send us a contact. This is a place where to put your detail. So this is how you can be able to add content in everything. So I already show you how to insert image, right? No, I didn't show you. So now we only add a background image, but we want to insert real image. For instance, like this one, we want to put some image. So I advise you, if you want to put your image first, what you need to do, you come here, you come into your folder, the image you want to insert. For me, I have some image here, so let me just go quick and copy like this one. So this one is, let me just copy this one and go and put there. So I will come back here and copy this image into this folder because I don't want to find problem so doing it. So for you, the image name is for you. So I will come back here. I want to add this image in the contact page. So I will just come here. Okay, let me just add this image here. So what you need to do, you press this one, you put ing is already here. You put a source src, and then you press this one. So where you have your image, what's the name of the image? So once you put for two, for you, okay, for like this. So let's just use this. No, we cannot use the same image because for for you, okay. So I will tap here src, and then we'll find the image name. So we can say for, okay, for two is here. And then after you just tap this one, you don't have to put a alt, even though it's necessary, but I don't 100% see it necessary. So it's going to just be like this. So you just come to your browser. Once you refresh, you're going to see your image like this. So this is how you can add image. We can even add video in this thing. If you want to know how to add video, I will also show you in the next video. So what's the next thing we need to do? Okay, let's try to be able to add color in this one. In this, please send us a detail. So how can we do it? So we come back here. For this one, we are going to use the inline styling because I cannot teach you how to do an external styling without showing the inline styling. So let's say STY. This one is the inline styling or the embedded styling. Then you tap here color. After you tap here color, then you find the color name. So let's just say I love real good colors. So let's find something. This going nice. So like this. So let's go back to our browser here to be able to refresh to see if what we did was correct here. And so you see the color have changed to gold. So this is how you can do embedded styling. If you want to use extended styling, same thing we did here in the CSS script today. So you will just come and call this image, and then if I this header 2, and then you put here header 2, and then you try to add the colors and other things. So this is how you can do things in HTML. I hope this video will be able to meet you at the point of your needs. Thank you for watching once again.